Alright gang, welcome to my very first ever episode on my second channel, Zorch Farming. So we're going to be moving all of the farming stuff over to this channel eventually. I just think it makes more sense to have a separate channel for it. I know it probably puts me at a disadvantage as far as getting views because I have no subscribers at the time of this recording, but I wanted to kind of separate it out. Mostly because online on YouTube, another YouTuber named Crustu, I think that's how you say his name. In any case, he challenged pretty much anybody who does farming to do a under 200 horsepower series, where the entire series, everything you use has to be under 200 horsepower. Gonna be pretty difficult. I play on console. I think all these guys play on PC, so they have a lot more of an advantage with mods and things they can use to actually try to make the system work easier for them. Specifically, you can see I have $250,724. We're supposed to start with $250,000 for this challenge, but it's a little more difficult for me based on console. I don't have the ability to just go in and type a number to start with. So, breaking the rules ever so slightly, but it's only $700. It's not that much money. I hope you guys won't hold that against me. It's not too bad. But before we get into it, let's just kind of jump through a high-level detail of what we're going to be doing here. So, it's a Calm Lands 200 horsepower challenge. The criteria is the default farm and equipment have to be removed from the map. We've already done that. Your starting money is $250,000. We're $257,224. Still $250,000. You must buy your initial land plot from the $250,000. And I have done a specific way of being able to figure out what land we're getting. I will come back to that in a moment. Again, 200 horsepower maximum. You have to avoid all Unreal equipment. So in my eyes, that means you can't use any kind of super strength. I can't pick up pallets or anything like that. I have to use an actual tractor to pick them up and put them on a trailer or whatever it is. The economy difficulty has to be easy. Traffic is optional. I'm going to leave the traffic on. Loans, no. Obviously, leasing, no. Obviously, super strength, no. I already said that. Seasonal growth is off, which normally we actually do off, but sometimes we won't, but we normally do off anyway, so that's pretty normal for us. Days per month 1, also normal. Snow has to be on. Crop destruction's optional. We're going to keep crop destruction on. I like crop destruction being on. Gives us another layer of difficulty. Periodic plowing required, it's optional. I'm probably going to put that as no, just because I am playing on console. I'm already at a disadvantage from these guys. Fieldstone, we're going to have that as no. Lime required is optional. We'll probably make lime being required. Weeds will make required as well. And then it also has basically stating that you can only use stuff from Mod Hub, which is all I can get anyway since I play on console. And then it has autodrive, which I don't think autodrive exists on console. If it does, let me know down below in the comments. I'm not aware of it, but if it does, I will get it. Looks like what they're doing is 2 episodes per week, so we're a little bit behind the 8 ball. I think most of them already have their 2 out, but I'm going to try to attempt to get 2 out before the end of this week. So we'll try to catch up to them, get back into the groove, and looks like they're going to attempt for 25 to 30 episodes of this. So we're going to begin first off with showing you the plot of land that we received. So what I did is I went on to Wheel Decide. I put all 55 of these numbers in there with the exception of 30, 44, and 42. Just because those are kind of around the shop, and I just don't feel like that's fair for us to get one of those. So I left those out specifically. But the rest of them were just in a Wheel Decide, randomly chose a number. I will post an image of that on the screen now. But we got field number 4, which is pretty far away. So that's unfortunate, but in any case, that's the field we got. So we need to get there, but first, before we do, we need to buy it. I will show you one note that I do have, and I do own plot 42. We're not going to do anything with it. We're not going to cut any trees down. We're not going to do any kind of cheating of any sort. The reason we own that is because, once again, I'm on console. I have to be a little unique with the way that I actually get rid of the funds and get them back down to the $250,000 mark. So I had to put something down somewhere. And since this challenge says you have to buy the plot of land with the $250,000, I had to be a little creative. So we purchased this one specifically just to put in the little mods that allow me to remove funds from our account. And the best I could do was $250,724 based off of selling everything we had to sell and removing everything from the map. So again, Plot 4 is what we're going to go with, so let's go ahead and buy it. It is a bit cheaper than some of the other ones. As you can see, like if we were to buy 18, it's $165,000, so that gives us a little bit of advantage, but we have a lot of water. I mean, half of our plot of land is just water, so that's a bit unfortunate, but at least it is a little bit cheaper, so hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier on us to be able to get started. So that leaves us with $192,458. So we need to get some stuff. It's all going to be grassland, so we need to figure out a way to, you know, potentially probably do some grass cutting, but I think that's what everybody's doing, is grass cutting or trees. And the problem is we have pretty much no trees. I think that's just rocks right there. We'll go look at it here in a moment. I can't fly in the air or anything like that, so I really don't have an easy way to get there. So we're going to buy a tractor and drive over there, but I think we need to work on doing mowers is realistically what we should be doing. Like, ideally, you know, we'd get something like this, but we'll probably buy a tractor and just pull a mower, though. I mean, this would be fun. This would be cool to have. I just don't think it's ideal for the situation we're in. So, with that said, let's take a look at the mowers here. Let's see what kind of mower we can get. Again, remember, we have to keep this under 200 horsepower, which is where the difficulty is going to come into play. I think most of the mowers are going to be under 250. There's a few, like that one, that's a little bit higher than that, but see, I like the John Deere HX20, but the problem with that one is you do have to get a windrower to make it easier on you. I think a lot of these we're probably going to have to anyway, so alright, gang, we went with the Massey Ferguson 3120. It's about 130-ish horsepower. Pretty nice. Cost us just under 50 grand. Felt like it was a steal. So we're going to roll with that. It does have a front attacher. I also did put a quickie front loader on it. So, I mean, we didn't buy the front loader yet, but we do have that. So we'll be ready to go when that comes time to get that. This should work out really nice for us. I do believe we're going to need a windrower, but we will figure that out when it comes time. So, without further ado, let's flip into a nice little time lapse here, and let's. We got a white car coming here. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm not that far out. Let's jump into a time lapse on our way to our plot of land, and we'll see you guys when we get there. Alright, gang, we're pulling up to our plot of land right now. I really like that bridge that we crossed. That's a very, very pretty bridge, and we're going to have a nice view of that, plus the water in our plot of land. I actually really like our plot of land. I like the mountains in the background. It's nice. Wish it was a little bit bigger, like I said, but overall, really, really nice. So, let's start off with just getting ourselves a baseline built out here, if we can. So I'm gonna flip, do a quick save here. Obviously, I'm on console, so it automatically saves whenever you want. I'll flip the help one on really quick. I just want to make sure I have the right tool selected here to unfold the front mower. Perfect. Move the mower, turn on the mower. Good deal. We should be mowing. Perfect. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a windrower for this, but that's okay. The nice thing about this, I think, and I didn't see anything on the rules of this challenge that said anything about not putting in any kind of productions, placeable productions. So we'll probably do a decent chunk of production placements, just because we're so close to the water. Easy access to it. We own part of the water, so we should easily be able to do it. Looks like this tractor is having a little bit of issue going up this hill with this much equipment on it. I guess that's kind of to be expected, but I was thinking it was going to be a little bit better than this, if I'm honest with you guys. too bad, though. It's not too bad. Up the front mower there, but we've got a decent chunk of land, though. I think I said, I think we'll still be able to turn a profit of this, especially with how cheap this was. We still have $100,000 to utilize. The windrower will not cost that much. We already have a baler. Now that baler cannot make silage, unfortunately, but it was cheap enough that I feel like it's worth it just to go ahead and bale it up. It's going to be easier for us to move it. We could also get a forage wagon. Maybe that would be the easiest way to go instead of the baler. Maybe I wasted a little bit of money there, but if I can get a separate wrapper, I think we'll be fine with that baler. Just was trying to save ourselves some money. And since it was out there, it seemed like a win-win. Now, I don't want to do mowing the entire time. I will admit, I will tell that to you guys. I will get bored if we just do nothing but mowing, and I'm pretty sure that's what a lot of people are going to be doing in this challenge. But my goal is to flip away from mowing pretty rapidly here. We'll do the mowing probably for an episode or two, get ourselves some bales loaded up, wait to sell those when it's best time to sell them. And then we'll go from there. But I realistically, I want to turn this into a field pretty quickly. Well, there we go. We made our first pass here, so we're going to go ahead and just knock this out real quick. I'm going to get all of this mowed up. We'll go back to the shop there. We'll buy some kind of a windrower. I'll have to take a look and see what's out there. And then we'll potentially see what we're going to do with that baler. Luckily, that baler was only $8,000, so if we decide we need if we have a rethink while we're looking through all this, and we decide we need to get something different, we'll have the money to do so. We'll sell it and only lose probably $1,000 or something like that, which honestly isn't ideal in a challenge series like this. It's already me failing, but I don't think it'll hurt us too much. I really don't, based off the fact of how much money we're getting to start with here. We can almost buy another one of the plot of lands around us. My goal here is not just to buy small plots of land all throughout the map. Like, I want to, be strategic about it, where the next plot of land we buy is connected to this plot of land, so we can, keep it one cohesive unit and not have to just drive around all over the place just to try to save a few bucks. It's not really what I want to do. But we'll go ahead and get this done. Like I said, we'll throw a time lapse in here. We're going to get this done. It shouldn't take too long, except for this hill. This hill is causing the tractor some issues, but other than that, it shouldn't take too long. So we'll see when we get back. Alright, gang, so I completed that. I dropped off the mowers there. We're heading back up to the store now. What we're going to do is decide on the way there. I'm going to make a decision on what I want to do with this. It is more grass than I expected it to be. We do need a windrower, so that's step number one. Getting the windrower, bringing it back here, windrowing all of that up into nice little rows. And then our decision is going to be, do we keep the baler and figure out a way to get a wrapper so we can make silage, or do we go the path of a forage harvester? If we go forage harvester, that means we have to build a pit, and I don't know if I necessarily want to put a pit down right now. So I think I'm leaning still towards the bales, but it may be a situation where we take a peek at some of the balers and the wrapper combos and see what the price is. I know they're pretty expensive normally, but we'll take a peek. We'll take a peek at buying a wrapper separately. We'll try to figure out all of our options, and we'll go from there. I'll see you guys back at the shop once I've made my decision and I've purchased my decision. Alright, gang, we're back. We've made our decision. So we went with a bale wrapper. We got a nice little, like, teal, mint green colored foil with our wrapper. And we got an actual bale trailer. So we should be able to fit a decent chunk of bales on there with this, which will make me happy. We do still need to buy a front loader, and since we're here, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I believe the one we got for this tractor was, I guess it doesn't show up, but I'm pretty sure it was, I already know what it was. It was a quickie. And we can do up to this one, I believe, because we have 130 horsepower. Is that right? Yeah. So we'll do that one. And then we're going to grab a bale spike as well while we're here. The pallet fork always seems to work the best, honestly. So I think we're going to stick with the pallet fork here on this situation. It just seems to work better in my eyes. Now, I'm not, if you've watched my main channel and when I did all the farming videos on there, actually there's still going to be a few on there before they all flip to this channel, you'll know that I am not the best at loading bales. So anything I can get to help me is going to be great. Why is that not detaching? Okay. Somehow I had switched off of that. I want to put the quickie on here real quick, and then we will get going. I have to get a windrower still, which is what we're going to get before we leave here, because that's the most important thing. The rest of this stuff will just stay here until we need it, which will probably be episode 2, potentially? I don't know, we'll see. Why is that not connecting? Does that not work for some reason? Maybe I got the wrong one. That would just be par for the course, wouldn't it? Appears I got the wrong one. Well, I guess we have to sell that thing. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies. I just figured it would be the same one. It wouldn't matter. 1,700 for that one. Looks like it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. I mean, the bale spike maybe is what I should be getting here, honestly, but if we're going to continue the path, like I said, with, you know, doing pallets, it just seems like it's smarter for me to not get that one. I'm going to get this one. Looks like it's a little bit wider. A little bit wider is a good thing when we're getting bales. When we're dealing with bales, I should say. Alright. Well, there's just something to do with that other one, I guess. So let's get our windrower here. It shouldn't take that long to do this. I want to get a relatively large-sized windrower. Honestly, I want to save ourselves some time here. This is a decent size, 9.7 for 41,000. It does take all of our money to do that. 6.5, that's a super cheap one for 6.5. That almost probably is the one to go with here, just because we're trying to save some money, but I've used that one a lot. So if I can find another one, I would probably do that one. Maybe this 19,500 one. It's not that big of a difference. But it is a lot of grass we've got to put together, so I don't know. 6.5, 9.7, 8.4. We'll get this one for now. Realistically, I wanted a little bit bigger one than this, but they're up there in the amount of money we had or more. So based off of that, yellow car, you're gonna have to wait. So based off of that, we're going to no. Now we've got a disaster happening here. I was trying to put cruise control on so I can talk to you guys, and it keeps unfolding it. There we go. But I think this is going to work better, though. We're still going to be able to get a nice swath going, which shouldn't take as long for the baler to do. And we'll go from there. So we definitely want to do silage. That's why we're doing all this, because we want to do silage, because that's where all the money is in grass. If you just sell the grass by itself, you're not going to make any money at all. And realistically, we need money because we want to buy another plot of land. And realistically, the next plot of land we want to buy is either going to be 41, ideally, because it's completely flat. There's nothing there. But it's expensive. 178,000, as you can see. We do not have that. We do not have anywhere near that. 5 is 74,000. That's a little bit closer, but again, it's not connected. So I would really like to get one of these two first. Probably 20, 131. We can just expand our field here. So probably that one. But probably that one. But we'll have to see. I mean, it makes the most sense. It'll be difficult because we'll have the water splitting our land a little bit, and we've got a road going through the middle of it. But it is cheaper. I feel like, you know, 1 or maybe 2 mowings of the grass would get us there where we would be able to have that. And again, like I said, I want to start putting in some placeables as well. So let's get back there. Let's get this going through a time lapse, and then I will see you guys once that's complete. Alright, gang. We completed that. We're going to leave that episode there, I think, gang. It's been a decent beginning for us. We've got ourselves a nice plot of land scoped out. We know what we have to work with. We know where we're going next. And we're going to see, can a console player compete in Farming Simulator with PC players? I guess we'll find out soon enough. I'm relatively new to the game too, so I'm at a lot of disadvantages here, I think, based off of everything I've explained to you. But I'm hoping and praying that we can at least somewhat keep up with him. With all that said, thanks for watching, gang. Like, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. If you haven't subscribed to my main channel, make sure you do that as well. I do a lot of different playthroughs, campaign playthroughs on that channel. And until next time, I'll see you all in the next episode.